Hey there, we are going to enter this very sacred ceremony called recapitulation. It is a beautiful shamanic practice, and it is an agreement that you're going to bring right now to the table. And you are going to really set an intention, and the agreement is that you and your soul are ready and willing to do this ritual. And what you need, so if you don't have it, you can go grab a pen and paper. And then you want to configure a space so that you can be really private. And that is essential for this practice. And you want to really create a physical or energetic circle around you. You know, and again, so I'm here, I'm actually in a very private space. I'm in my studio loft. I'm actually on my sheepskin. I have created an energetic circle. I actually have some amethyst behind me. So I've created this energetic circle with my amethyst, right? And this can look however you want it to look, and it doesn't have to be physical. You can do this in your mind, in your third eye, and it will be a sacred place, okay? So you can imagine, simply just imagine a circle of light around you, a light of healing. And you can also build a physical circle around you with crystals or pillows, or it doesn't really matter, but you just want quiet receptivity. And remember, you know, as I always say, this is the Aquarian classroom, meaning that you initiate your own right experience. Okay, so nothing in this ritual, as with the shaman, is going to be spoon-fed to you here. This is your journey for your exploration, your deepest inner quest and growth. Your nervous system will feel itchy at times, and that's okay. That's a clear physical indication that adaptation is occurring, and that is actually what learning is on a physiological level. That is what imprinting is on the cells. And it's a shamanic journey. It takes place in the quantum morphogenetic field, okay? It is all about a presupposition, really, to change your dialogue with your kind of epigenetics, your past patterning, basically your whole family constellation, and then it's just cosmic law that your family constellation will change. When you change your dialogue with these past patterns, then your entire external reality of what your family and relationships and world look like around you will change. That's just the way it works. So that's what recapitulation is about. So you're in your sacred healing circle, you're relaxed, perhaps you have a candle lit, you have paper and pen handy, and we're going to go into 3 clusters of questions to reflect on. So the first cluster, make a list. So grab your pen and paper and make a list of agreements or commitments that you have made with your family, okay? Either immediate or your family of origin. And they can be subconscious or actual conscious commitments that you've created. So take about 60 seconds, first thought, best thought, and just put pen to paper, make a list. And you can press pause for about 60 seconds and get this down. time's sake in the recording, we will just move on. So the second prompt in this cluster is now make a list of events, situations, relationships where you felt shame. Where has there been shame in your life? So pen to paper and just make a list. Pour it all out. This one usually isn't so hard. Should be pouring out of you. Another 30 seconds. Okay, great. And you can always come back and dump more. So the last prompt, the last question here in this cluster is, I want you to make a list of people you have loved who have hurt you. Make a list of people you have loved who have hurt you. Shouldn't be too hard. Just let the pen flow. 10 seconds here. You can always bunny flap this for later. We're going to move on to this next cluster. And in this cluster, the first question, the first prompt is, I want you to make a list of times or events where you have been cruel to others. So identify events or times in the past where you've been cruel to others. In your safe healing circle now, you get to be your most vulnerable. This is you and you. Next prompt. Make a list of events or situations where you have betrayed yourself, where you have sabotaged. So you're now going to list events and cite any situations, specific as possible, where you have sabotaged or betrayed yourself. Okay. Last prompt in this cluster is now you're going to make a list of things, people, situations, jobs that you've lost and that you're just having a really hard time getting over, right? Where you can't seem to get over the loss of a particular thing, a person, a job, a situation. So make a list now of those things in your life where you're just feeling like you're just having a hard time getting over the loss of them. Take about 60 seconds here. Getting as specific as possible, but also just first thought, best thought. Another 10 seconds or so and wrap that question up. Again, these are all about self-exploration. So you have the liberty of going back into any of these or stopping the training, taking some more time if need be. And last question last cluster. First prompt is make a list of events or more specifically people that you have learned a lot from or you have received a lot of mentorship, a lot of teachings, a lot of lessons, etc. Okay, so you're making a list of events or people that you've learned a lot from. You've received a lot of lessons, mentorship, teachings. Okay, next prompt in our last cluster here is make a list of specific moments of great joy in your life. So pen to paper, specific events, moments of great joy in your life. Jot them down. Ten more seconds here. Great. Okay. Now, last prompt. I want you to make a list of times when you felt the most powerful, the most beautiful, the most in your zone of destiny, like walking your destiny's path and you know it, where you felt the most exalted, the most in your zone of genius and creativity. Make a list now. Again, specific as possible, times where you felt the most empowered, the most in your zone of genius. That up. Okay, fantastic. So now, I'm going to put your pen and paper aside, and you're in your circle of beautiful healing light. You're in private, you're enclosed. You feel, we're creating this Ma frequency of almost like you're in the mother's womb, completely protected. Now I want you to look at your answers. Scan each cluster. Okay, so you've got 3 clusters, and look for hot spots. The ones that you want to work with right now, the ones that are kind of giving you a charge, giving you some emotion. And you're going to take one from each cluster. Okay, we're going to work specifically now cluster 1. All right. So take one answer from the first set of questions. And then you will go on and do one from the second set and then one from the third set. So put your journal aside now. You just want to circle. You can just circle them. And we're going to work with that first cluster. And what was that one answer that you kind of feel like this is one you want to work on right now? Only you can know the answer to that. So put the journal aside. Be in your circle. Close your eyes. Sit up tall. Take that hot thing from your list and take a deep inhale. Pull it in. Begin to replay the event. Exhale. Begin to replay the event and start to relive the emotions around it. Around that situation, around that person, around the event. Get inside of it as much as you can. This is a reliving of the feelings and the body experience. Continue with your long, deep breath in and out through the nose. Breathe very deeply. In through the nose, out through the nose. Feeling those feelings. Get them in there. Now run it again in your mind. Run it again. Run the event in your body. Run the experience again. Feel it again in your body. If you were a kid, feel your helplessness. If you were an adult, then access that deeper level of feelings, body sensations, location of those emotions in the body. Run it now. Run it through. Now get ready. Keeping your eyes closed, square up to the person or the situation and take a deep inhale through the mouth. And as you inhale through the mouth, draw your energy back from the situation. Draw that energy back. Exhale and inhale powerfully again and pull that energy back. Pull that energy back. Pull it all back into you. Exhale powerfully through the nose. And now again, last time, inhale through the mouth with even more energy, pulling it in. Pull it into you. Exhale, nose. One more time, inhale. And this time, hold the breath and accept that energy back into your 10 bodies, into all of you, energetically, etherically, mentally, physically. Accept that energy. Your luminous, radiant body. And welcome it back and exhale. Now, grab your journal and through your words, any words right now, describe your new reality without this energy leak. Invite the new reality into your life. Make a statement to it. A full experience of this new reality, like I am forgiving this person, this situation. I am stronger than I have ever been. make an affirmation to yourself right now. Invoke it. Take a minute here. Only you can know the right action, the right affirmation. Have fun with this. Now, once you have written it, close your eyes, visualize this new reality you've created where this situation is no longer haunting you. It's no longer bothering you. It's no longer drawing energy from you in the current time. Breathe into it. Please inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale nose. Exhale mouth. Now you're going to write next to this one thing that is an action step that will continue to build on this new reality you've just created. So you're going to write one thing that is an action step that will promote this new reality being what it is for you. We're moving a lot of energy very quickly here, but you can handle it. You're in your healing circle. You're safe. You're in a safe, cozy container. And I want you to sit back up, and you're going to look at that second cluster. You're going to look at that second cluster. Okay, now this cluster has more to do with things that we have enacted on ourselves rather than what others or an external experience has created for us. So, from that second cluster, you have that hot answer you want to work with. Look straight ahead, close your eyes, set your journal down. Inhale. Exhale. And I want you to turn your head fully to the right this time. All the way right. And then all the way to the left. And then take an inhale here. And then hold the breath. And come forward and exhale. And again, now turn the head all the way to the right. And all the way to the left. And then forward and exhale. And now with the eyes closed, begin to replay that event, that situation that you've chosen. And again, your feelings about it. Feel what's happening in your body, in your mind. Stick with those feelings. Put yourself in the nucleus of that event. Put yourself in the middle of that situation. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now repeat that experience one more time. And then come into full presence with that person, with that situation, or even with yourself. Square up, face yourself, take a deep inhale through the mouth, and draw that energy back. And exhale. And inhale again, deeply. Pull more energy back in through the mouth. In. Another sip in. Exhale, nose. And again, more energy. Pull it in. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale, nose. One more time. Inhale. This time, hold the breath. Accept that energy back into all 10 bodies. Your radiant, luminous, light body, your subtle body, your soul, the emotional bodies, mental bodies. Receive it all back. Welcome it in with joy and exhale. And although we can spend a lot of time on any of these subjects, I just want to get in and start to practice this as a ritual. This is something you get to wash, rinse, and repeat. So now I invite you to go back and the same exact prompts you did with the first cluster of questions, you're going to write in your own words a description of this new reality without that old energy leak. Okay? You're going to write a manifesto, a credo, an invocation to yourself. And once you've written that, you're going to, again, put an action step. Put an action step next to this new reality. So you're going to go through these same questions again. So I invite you to just go back, go through the training, and work through that last cluster. And then go back anytime you want. Do this sacred ritual. And you'll know what's best. Personally, I like to do this on auspicious days, like a Venus gate, or a full moon, or a new moon, or just a very powerful rainy day when I'm feeling called. So maybe it's 3-4 times a month that I might do this work. And it is really easy after a while, and you just continuously recapitulate and reorganize your reality.